Do you want your stars to stop going down even if you lose ranked games every day? Or do you want to consistently get the role you like when you're playing solo? If yes, here are some simple steps that solo players can follow to rank up. First step, take advantage of lane protection. Every day, you get 1-star protection when you play as a roamer, so make sure you use it wisely. While you still have that protection, try spamming the roamer role. For example, if your main role is jungler, save it for later. When I do this, I usually gain 3 or more stars before I finally lose. Once that happens, that's when I switch back to my main role. Before you start roaming, let me share the updated roamer rotations. If you're using a tanky roamer instead of a healer, you can start by checking the enemy's buff. After that, help clear the mid lane, then go back and check the enemy buff again. You'll get extra gold by revealing the enemy repeatedly. Even if you don't steal the buff, that's okay. What matters is that you get vision on the enemy jungler after they take it. Next, help out with the turtle and try to disturb the enemy jungler so it's harder for them to secure objectives. Having vision in the enemy jungle is very important because once a buff is taken and you're nearby, a timer appears showing when it will respawn. This helps you predict where the enemy jungler will go next and how they'll rotate. You might notice that pro players like JP do this a lot. They constantly pass through the enemy jungle just to time the buffs. Sometimes, when it's risky, they wait until the buff is taken before checking, just to make sure the timer shows up. This gives their team a big advantage. After that, your main job is simple: help teammates who are having a hard time. Just do your best and play smart, even if you have star protection. Second step. Once you finally lose a game, that's when you switch back to the role you really want. If you're confident in 2 roles, you can set both. For example, I use jungler and gold lane as my main roles this season, so I pick both. That gives me a 50-50 chance of getting either one. If you really want to focus on just one role, here's a trick. Set your most played role, then pair it with the role you use the least. In my case, I barely use mid lane, so I pair it with jungler. That gives me about a 90% chance of getting jungle. In 10 matches, I only got mid lane once. Just make sure you still know how to play the role you rarely get. It helps if you practice it on another account so you're not completely lost when it happens. Most of the time, the game will give you the role you've played the most. But honestly, being a solo player is really tough. Even in higher ranks, there's still a lot of randomness. Sometimes you get teammates who charge into 5 enemies, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose because of your teammates, and sometimes you lose because of your own mistakes. It happens to everyone. That's why, if you can, it's always better to find people to play with. Solo queue can be really stressful. That's all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks be to God.